All right, so these are going to be challenging questions. You ready? I got a quiz here for you. Question number 1. How does a true American enjoy their tea? Okay, we have A, with a tiny cup and crumpets, or B, by throwing it into the Boston Harbor.
There we go.
Nice one. Boston Harbor.
We're going B. We're going B. Strong B.
Oh, the Boston Harbor.
It'd have to be the harbor.
Yeah.
With the crumpets?
No, absolutely not. We throw our tea into the Boston Harbor.
I've never done that.
It's okay.
Throwing it in the Boston Harbor.
B.
B.
Nailed it.
I'm going to say B,
Yeah.
Boston Harbor.
Yeah, I confirm that answer.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the answer is B, but I'm also from Atlanta, Georgia, so I would say loaded with a load of sugar. Sweet tea, baby.
Okay, so load it up with sugar and then throw it into the Boston Harbor. You guys are doing well so far. Next question for you. It's a little bit more challenging. What was the most popular dance in 1776? A, the French minuet. B, the English waltz. C, the Scottish reel. Or D, the American independent dance.
The American Independent Dance.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That's correct.
Great.
Good work, you guys.
Maybe American Independent Dance?
American Independence.
Both correct. Thank you for putting the bandana on. Really appreciate it. Completes the look today.
D.
Nailed it.
Yes!
B.
It's not correct. It's
Okay.
the American independent dance.
Oh, 1770s.
D for sure. D. The American Independent Dance.
Get it? Can we see one of those, or do we? That's the American independent dance. Yeah. Next question for you guys. Where does Prince Harry sit in the British royal line of succession? Okay. A is 3rd, B is 6th, and C is our forefathers fought, so we don't have to care about the British monarchy.
Yeah, we don't have to care.
Yeah, I think I'll go with C, too.
Yeah, we don't care.
Last one. Last one.
Nailed it.
C.
We don't care.
We don't care. No,
We do not
no,
care.
no, that's correct. We don't care.
C.
Nailed it. Excellent work.
That one I know for sure.
Yeah, we know that one for sure. We're celebrating the 4th of July. We're celebrating the birth of our nation. Are you guys proud to be Americans?
Yeah. Hell yes.
I am, very.
So proud to be an American.
Love American. Immigrants love Americans. It's the whole world. Everybody want to come here for the land of freedom. This is the best country in the world.
Yeah, they're not rushing to. They're not rushing to Russia. They want to come here.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some things. See if these folks are true representation of the state of patriotism in America today. A recent TIP poll asked responders, "How proud are you to be an American?" 44% responded extremely. 23% very. 15% moderately. 8% slightly. 6% said they're not proud. 4% said they're not sure. Joining us now to discuss, presidential historian Craig Shirley. Craig, you've seen this country go through the Vietnam War. You've seen us go through 9/11. You've seen all the political clashes in recent years. So give me your take, if you will, sir, on the state of Americans and their relationship with America.
I think actually, Rob, it's pretty good. This July 4th, July 5th, excuse me. There is some breakage. There is some, like Staten Island wants to become its own state, and then 3 counties in Oregon want to join Idaho and things like that. But we've had this type of situation before for the last 200 years, where states and counties and groups of people wanted to break away from the country. But the country remains pretty strong as compared to other republics, which do tend to break apart. Greek, Roman, French Republic, the English Republic after Oliver Cromwell, all broke apart after their 3rd century. The United States in its 3rd century is still pretty durable. There's some fraying at the edges, but I think it will stand the test of time.
But Craig, what about, some of what people call the mainstream media? I was taken aback by some of the headlines that I saw yesterday on July 4th, when we're supposed to be celebrating America's birthday and our independence, and our patriotism is supposed to be on display. But you had the New York Times saying that our flag is partisan. You had the Washington Post trying to cancel Lady Liberty. You had NPR attacking the Constitution. You had National Geographic saying that fireworks are racist.
Yeah, well, fortunately, Heather, very few Americans are reading those newspapers. More Americans are watching, you and Bob, or watching or getting the news from talk radio, or reading, conservative websites. Is that they speak. The New York Times has a minuscule circulation. The Washington Post has an infinitesimal circulation, and they're simply talking to their own people about what the same thing they've been talking about for the last 40 years about their hate America agenda. They don't reach beyond that. They don't reach a new constituency, so they're pretty isolated. I think the majority of Americans, I feel confident saying a vast majority of Americans would disagree with them. The vast majority of Americans don't read them and really don't care about their opinion. You know, the New York Times, you know, has editorially endorsed every Democrat running for president since Teddy Roosevelt's day. And yet many Republicans have actually won in the face of not being endorsed by the New York Times. The same thing goes for the Washington Post. So people don't, they judge for themselves. That's part of what makes America great is
Craig,
common
we're
sense.
short on time. We're short on time, but I had to get your response to the Cori Bush tweet, the Congresswoman, Democratic member of the squad, saying, when they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this, the freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land and black people still aren't free. I wanted to get your, as a historian, your thoughts.
Yeah, but the tweet was made by a black woman. You know, she's free. She's free to speak her mind. She's free to have the will of her brain to say what she wants and feel what she wants. So I don't know what she's talking about, quite frankly. Is that July 4th was eventually made for all Americans.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.